Dear students, welcome to my channel. This video is about the chapter The Adventure of the Three Students, where I'll talk about the summary of the chapter, the message conveyed in the chapter, the theme of the chapter, and question and answers. So let's get started. The adventure of the three students begins with Mr. Hilton Soames, a teacher at St. Luke's College, seeking Sherlock Holmes' help. Soames is troubled because someone accessed the examination papers while he was away from his office. Holmes listens to Soames' account of the events and begins his investigation. Soames explains that he left the examination papers in his locked room while he went out for tea. Upon returning, he found signs that someone had been in his room. One paper was on the floor, another on the writing table, and a third on a nearby table. Soames suspects his servant Bannister or one of the three students, Gilchrist, Rass, or McLaren. Holmes and Dr. Watson visit Soames' room at St. Luke's College to investigate. Holmes deduces that someone saw the papers through the window and entered the room to copy them. He identifies Gilchrist as the culprit based on evidence such as mud on his shoes and his watch left on a chair. When confronted, Gilchrist admits to copying the papers and expresses remorse. Bannister, the servant, also confesses to trying to stop Gilchrist from cheating, motivated by loyalty to Gilchrist's father. In the end, Holmes unravels the mystery and restores order. Gilchrist decides not to take the exam and plans to start a new life in South Africa. The story highlights Holmes' deductive skill and the complexities of human behavior, including loyalty and moral dilemmas. Theme of the story. The theme of the adventure of the three students revolves around the concepts of honesty, loyalty, and the consequences of deceit. The story explores the importance of integrity in academic pursuits and the ethical dilemmas faced by individuals. It also talks about the complexities of human relationships, particularly the loyalty between Bannister and Gilchrist's family. Additionally, the story highlights Sherlock Holmes' reasoning skills and his commitment to uncovering the truth. Let us discuss the message conveyed by the story. The message conveyed through the adventures of the three students is the importance of honesty, integrity, and loyalty in both academic and personal relationships. The story emphasizes that cheating and deceit can have serious consequences, not only for the individuals involved, but also for those connected to them. It also highlights the significance of truthfulness and the value of using one's skills and intelligence for solving problems and uncovering the truth, as demonstrated by Sherlock Holmes. Overall, the message encourages ethical behavior and upholding moral principles in all aspects of life. Take the correct reason for each statement. Mr. Soames does not suspect Bannister of having tampered with the papers, and the answer is A. Mr. Soames believes that Bannister is an honest man. Second, there are small pieces of pencil near the window in Mr. Soames' room, and the answer is B. Gilchrist breaks the pencil and needs to sharpen it again. Third, Holmes believes that someone had been in Mr. Soames' bedroom, and the answer is A. Holmes notices mud behind the curtain. Fourth, it is assumed that Miles McLaren would like to see the examination papers first. And answer is A. Miles McLaren is anxious about the examination. Fifth, when Holmes accuses Gilchrist of having copied the examination papers, Bannister shouts out, "No, Mr. Gilchrist, sir, I never said anything." And the answer is B. Bannister shouts out because he feels guilty of trying to save Gilchrist. Moving on to the question and answers. First question: Why does Mr. Soames meet Sherlock Holmes? And the answer is Mr. Soames meets Sherlock Holmes because he is concerned about a troubling incident that happened at St. Luke's College, where he works as a teacher. Second question: what is the significance of each of these objects in the context of the play? A. Running shoes, B. Mud, C. Window. And the answer is A. Running shoes. The running shoes are important because they have mud on them, showing that Gilchrist had been outside. This helps Sherlock Holmes figure out Gilchrist's involvement in the case. Mud. The mud is crucial evidence found on Gilchrist's shoes and behind the curtain in Mr. Soames' room. It connects Gilchrist to the scene of the crime, suggesting he entered through the window. Window. The window is significant because it's how Gilchrist got into Mr. Soames' room. It helps Sherlock Holmes understand how Gilchrist tampered with the examination papers. Third question: how does Mr. Soames describe the three students? Answer is Mr. Soames described the three students as follows. Gilchrist. He is depicted as an athletic young man who enjoys sports like football and running. He is also described as being worried about the upcoming examination. Second, Dolit Russ. He is portrayed as a quiet and diligent student who works hard. Third, Miles McLaren. He is described as a clever young man who doesn't study much but is anxious about the examination. Question 4. How does Bannister find out that Gilchrist was trying to copy the examination papers? And the answer is Bannister finds out that Gilchrist was trying to copy the examination papers when he confronts Gilchrist directly about it. He questions Gilchrist and learns the truth from him during their conversation. Question 5. Why does Gilchrist decide to not take the exam? And the answer is Gilchrist decides not to take the exam because he feels remorseful for his actions and realizes the gravity of his mistake. He expresses his regret to Mr. Soames and admits that he was attempting to cheat by copying the examination papers. Gilchrist acknowledges that his behavior was dishonest and chooses to withdraw from the exam as a result. Read these sentences from the play and answer the questions that follow. Ah, that helps. Can I see the three papers now? Who says these words and to whom? And the answer is Sherlock Holmes says these words to Mr. Soames. What are the papers? And the answer is the papers refer to the examination papers that Mr. Soames was supposed to read and evaluate. What is it that helps the speaker? And the answer is Sherlock Holmes says, ah, that helps after gaining some helpful insight or information from Mr. Soames about the situation. Why does the speaker want to see the papers? The speaker, Sherlock Holmes, wants to see the papers to examine them closely for clues or evidence related to the mystery he is investigating. Second question. Well, sir, I was once a servant to Sir Zabes Gilchrist. Second. Well, sir, I was once a servant to Sir Zabes Gilchrist. Who is the speaker? The speaker is Bannister. Who is Sir Jabez Gilchrist? Answer is Sir Jabez Gilchrist is a person to whom Bannister, the speaker, was once a servant. Why does the speaker mention Sir Jabez Gilchrist? The speaker mentions Sir Jabez Gilchrist because he used to work as a servant for him. Write two things that you learn about the speaker from this incident. Answer. From this incident, we learn that the speaker, Bannister, used to work as a servant for Sir Jabez Gilchrist. And second, remembers Sir Jabez fondly and feels a sense of loyalty or obligation towards him and his family. Why does Holmes not report Gilchrist and Bannister to the police? And the answer is Holmes does not report Gilchrist and Bannister to the police because Gilchrist decides not to take the exam realizing his mistake. Additionally, Bannister acted out of loyalty to Gilchrist's family and his intention was not malicious. Holmes see the situation as resolved without the need for further legal action. Question: do you think Gilchrist would have taken the examination had Bannister not caught him? Give reasons for your answer. And the answer is if Bannister hadn't caught Gilchrist, he might still have taken the exam. Gilchrist seemed really worried about the exam, maybe because he wasn't prepared or he had other reasons. He wanted to copy the papers to do well. Without Bannister's intervention, Gilchrist might have tried to cheat, but after getting caught, Gilchrist felt guilty. That's why he decided not to take the exam. So, if Bannister hadn't stopped him, Gilchrist might have gone through with his plan, but guilt could have changed his mind later on. Question: cite the reasons for Gilchrist's denial of taking the exam. And the answer is Gilchrist denied taking the exam because he realized that his actions were wrong and dishonest. Bannister played a significant role in helping him understand this important life lesson. Bannister emphasized the honesty and integrity of Gilchrist's father, which made Gilchrist reflect on his own behavior. Overcome with remorse, Gilchrist finally understood the gravity of his mistake and decided to change his decision, opting not to take the exam. Gilchrist didn't take the exam and decided to go to South Africa to work for the police there. Imagine that Gilchrist is ready to leave, but before leaving, he wants to meet Bannister and talk to him. Write the dialogue between Gilchrist and Bannister. So here goes the answer. Gilchrist: sir, I am here to bid you goodbye. Bannister: Gilchrist, are you sure about your decision? Gilchrist: yes, Bannister. I've thought long and hard about it. I know now that staying here after what I did would only remind me of my mistake. Going to South Africa gives me a chance to start fresh, to make something of myself. Bannister: it's a big step, son, but I see that you have learnt from this. Your father would be proud of the man you are becoming. Gilchrist: it's your words about my father that really made me think, Bannister. I have been selfish, but now I want to live up to the values he held dear: honesty, integrity. I want to make amends for what I have done. You've already taken the first step by owning up to your mistake. Remember, Gilchrist, it's not the mistake that defines you, but how you move forward from it. Gilchrist: thank you, Bannister. Your guidance has meant more to me than I can express. I won't forget it. Bannister: take care of yourself, lad. I have no doubt that you'll do well wherever you go, and remember, the door is always open if you ever wish to return. Gilchrist: I'll remember that. Goodbye, Bannister, and thank you truly. Bannister: goodbye, Gilchrist. Make your father proud, and remember, you're stronger than you think. Describe the character of Bannister on the basis of your understanding of the story. And here is a table of the traits that Bannister has and the evidence of his traits with an explanation. Loyal. Bannister's respect and concern for Gilchrist's father is the evidence for his loyalty. Bannister's loyalty is rooted in his previous service to Sir Jabez Gilchrist. He feels a strong obligation to protect Gilchrist and the family's honor, even if it puts him in difficult position. Second trait of Bannister is honesty. Bannister is truthful when the situation is revealed. Bannister does not attempt to hide the truth once Sherlock Holmes uncovers the facts. His honesty is evident in how he admits his involvement in trying to prevent Gilchrist from cheating. Third trait is sincere, and the evidence is that Bannister's concern for Gilchrist's future and well being. Bannister's actions are driven by a genuine desire to help Gilchrist make the decisions right. His advice and emotional response show that he sincerely cares about Gilchrist's future. Bannister is intelligent, And it is evident from that Bannister quickly understands the gravity of the situation and acts accordingly. Bannister's intelligence is shown through his quick thinking and his ability to assess the situation. He recognizes the potential consequences and takes steps to prevent further harm by intervening at the right moment. So, students, this was all about the chapter, The Adventure of the Three Students. Hope you liked the video. For more such videos, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and happy learning.